Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking another look at basic attention token and its valuation against Bitcoin. Now, if you do like the video and the other videos that I make on this channel, do be sure to click on the like button down below, as well as consider subscribing. Um, so, with basic attention token, right now the price is at 1100 sats. Uh, we're on the weekly here, but I'll flip it back to the daily. Um, we did see in November a pretty nice pump that everyone was really talking about with basic attention token, but unfortunately, ever since it was a slow bleed back down. And looking at it now, you can attribute it to, well, what was Bitcoin doing around this time? And we can flip our BTC USD Bitstamp chart here, and we can keep it at the daily closes, daily line closes. However, when you look at what this pump constituted of, and when you look at what Bitcoin was doing, well, Bitcoin wasn't doing anything. Um, it was going up. It was continuing to go up. It was still very volatile, and it was the anticipation that Bitcoin would be crossing over to the crossing over $20,000. That's when you see a lot of coins like XRP. Like we can pull up XRP BTC here on Poloniex, and we'll see just that. That was around the same time. It was the anticipation of Bitcoin getting past its prior all-time high. However, we are now in the middle of December, and that has still not happened. And we kind of see the realization for some people that it might not be coming as quickly as people thought, and we start seeing price go down. And we see this the same with basic attention token as well. Um, and I mentioned this that basic attention token would benefit from a Bitcoin that's over $20,000. A lot of altcoins would, and if you did buy, then that would be the risk you're willing to take. And I also mentioned that I would not recommend buying basic attention token when it's pumping. What we should have been doing if you were considering a buying basic attention token was buying when it was coming down here, and now you have a second opportunity to do so. That is not a recommend like telling you to buy, but that's just the way I see it. You see a second chance here. Basic attention tokens back down at the levels that it was prior to the pump, roughly around the same levels, and that this is a time that if you were looking to buy basic attention token, it's pretty cheap. It's 1100 sats. We're back at the very bottom levels of where we were at the beginning of this introduction of this token. Um, However, a word of caution. A word of caution. So when we look at what basic attention token did, when because there's another factor when looking at altcoins. Altcoins do very well when Bitcoin's moving sideways. Okay, well, let's see what basic attention token was doing. Well, it would have been from between June 2020 to about August 2020. In this time period, Bitcoin was moving sideways to some degree. From June to July, we saw this price pump of 2300, to about almost 3000. And from the sideways moving action of August, we saw basic attention token rise against Bitcoin to about from the lows of 2150 to about 35. So it is possible. However, it's not the big gains that we're looking for. We're looking for these macro moves to the upper channels that we see here, the 5000 sat levels, and hopefully to the 8500 level, uh, Bitcoin level. So, with that said, when we look at a sideways moving Bitcoin, we might not expect the gains that we initially think of. We see these moves of 50%, these moves of about 60% moves, which are great, and I think they're optimal, great trading opportunities to move in and out of the coin. Um, However, we're still far, far away from the upper channel regions. Very, very, very far away from the upper channel regions. So, um, the word of caution, the word of caution. Say you buy here. Okay, two scenarios. The first scenario is a little better than the second. Say you buy here. You buy at 1100. Um, it can go one of two ways. If Bitcoin drops back down to the 20-week, expect this to break this trading channel. This trading channel has no significance other than it was the initial bottom that it's made. It's its absolute bottom. Um, it can possibly go as low as this candle wick, but I don't know if it would. It's just a wick. I don't hold them as significant as the candle bodies, but it could. And if Bitcoin does drop down to the 20-week, the Bitcoin valuation of BAT will obviously, in my opinion, I think it will go down and it will go below this trading channel. So that's one scenario. The other scenario, if you did buy BAT now, that it can rise. Say Bitcoin does start moving sideways. We're in about, I think, the fourth week. Um, in our fourth week of Bitcoin, sustaining this level around, 17 to $19,000. Say Bitcoin moves sideways here, volatility goes down, and confidence then goes to the altcoins. Uh, Basic attention token would benefit. However, if we are expecting a 50-60% pump from here, then that'll take us to roughly about the top of the trading channel, just roughly. Um, and it could come back down from there. So the fear is that a lot of people are going to see this trading channel. They're going to say, "Wow, it's pumping. It looks like it's going to break out. It looks like it's going to." And I'm sure it will if it does paint it out. It's going to look like it's going to break out of this trading channel. We're going to cut through this area like butter and come to the top regions. It might not be so clear cut as that. The fear is then uh, you don't take profits where you should, like at the top of the trading channel, and you watch it all disappear and it comes back down to where you were. Now you might not be in the red, but you missed an opportunity to sell and potentially buy more if you really like the token. Uh, the second scenario, I know I'm painting three, but one has a 1A and 1B. The second scenario, you don't buy. You're like, I'm not buying. I'm not confident enough. Say, same scenario paints out. Bitcoin starts moving sideways, sustains this, has a sustainable level at this price range, and altcoins gain momentum. That will be one of them. It comes up to that same top of the trading channel, and in your mind, you're also thinking, "Oh, hey, this is going to break out. It looks like it's going to break out." And if it is a 50 to 60% pump that we're going to see, like what we saw prior, while Bitcoin was moving sideways, then then that potentially could be the top. And it does one of two things that I don't recommend doing, and I don't personally do. One, I don't buy when it's pumping 50% in a week. Okay, that's problem number one. Um, I don't like that. I think it puts me in a riskier position that I'd like to be, and um, I know that there is the argument. Well, if you do believe it's coming up to this trading channel, what's 50%? Correct. What is 50% if the overall gain is going to be 300? But in my opinion, I feel like there are hundreds of other trades um, that would probably give me a similar amount of return, give or take 100%, and I won't feel as exposed. Let's just put it that way. There's hundreds of other opportunities I can take where it doesn't require me to buy into the pump and hold that position longer than I want to. And I'm paying for that peace of mind. I'm giving up the trade, but I gain peace of mind and stick to that. It's good to stick to rules. It's good to stick to a regimen of trading. And that's just one that I abide by. So that would be issue number one in my part. You're buying at the top of the trading channel. basic attention tokens basically pump 50% in a few days, and you're buying at potentially buying at the top. Um, and secondly, you're buying at the top. You should be accumulating when risk is lower. Okay, risk for basic attention token is a lot higher at 1680 sats than it is at 1100 sats. Okay, that's something that you need to be aware of. And if you buy here, say it is a calculated risk, it can go down, but you'd be in a lot better position to buy and have that move come to you than you to buy into the move. And that's just simply my opinion. Um, anyway, that is the word of caution, I would say, for anyone considering buying basic attention token. According to price history, um, Bitcoin has moved. Sorry, basic attention token has moved when Bitcoin's at its new all time high. Okay, new all time high. This this move here to 8400 was during the 2019 bull run, and this one's fairly interesting, and that's why I think basic attention token in itself is fairly interesting, that it's able to move independently compared to other alts, because a lot of other alts didn't move during that time, but basic attention token did. However, we see in this recent past where when Bitcoin moves sideways, uh, basic attention token does pump, but it doesn't give us the 300% pump. Um, the next thing that's on the table is, well, what happens when Bitcoin gets past its prior all time high, when a lot of altcoins benefit? Well, we potentially could be seeing something similar to what we saw in December of 2017 with basic attention token, but we don't know yet. We haven't seen it happen. So that is the word of caution. Um, let the move come to you, uh, and we'll be still looking at basic attention token of where it moves. I contended that we would be in this trading channel for quite some time, as I think that the move to $20,000 won't be coming as quickly as a lot of people expect. However, I could be wrong, and that's why I hold Bitcoin. Um, I'm not 100% in altcoins. I think that's a foolish trade, not smart trade. And I still have a very big chunk of my portfolio in Bitcoin. And that is the main reason why is because when Bitcoin moves, altcoins don't. And um, why would I want to miss those moves? Simple as that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Take care. Bye.